Hello my craft friends, Tracy here with Sweet Bay Lane. Now this is part 4 of our 4-part series where we've been DIY crafting everyday home decor that'll take us from Valentine's Day into spring and beyond. Now if you missed part 1, 2, and 3, I'll have those linked in the description box below. But let's go ahead and get to crafting the projects in part 4. For this DIY, you're going to need a wood heart cutout. That's going to be our base. And you'll also need a word cutout of your choice. And I'm going to be using this love word cutout. I purchased this from, I believe it was the Dollar Tree. And I also purchased this from the Dollar Tree as well, the heart. It's one of the 11.5-inch hearts. And then you'll need some embellishments, but we'll get to those later. So let's go ahead and start prepping our... We're going to remove our hanger here for now. Remove that for now. And we're going to start by staining half of our heart. So we're going to take some painter's tape and we're going to tape it off. All right, now that we have that down, we're going to stain this bottom half. And I think I'm going to use some of this antique stain from Waverly. It says wax antique water-based. So we'll see how this works out, eh? I forget this is very watery. So, all right. So now we're going to put this on. And I think I'm going to do that with one of these makeup wedges. Yeah, we'll do that with this. We'll see what happens here. Alright, once we have this stained, we're going to set it aside to dry and we're going to stain our love word cutout. Put my stain away prematurely here. Hold on. There we go. Alright. So now we have this stained and this stained. We're going to take and remove our tape. We're going to put it at the bottom, right along the edge. Oops, I'm getting stain all over me. We're going to take and put it right along the edge here of our stained line. Hey, if you like what you see so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And that stain is not one to hold that tape, does it? That's okay. That's the one thing I do like about the stain from Hobby Lobby is that the tape sticks to it, but this with the wax, it's just not sticking. So we're going to have to be very careful, but we're now going to paint it this creamy color. So let's go ahead and get that done. Now we'll let this dry and continue on. All right, now we have our heart painted and stained. We have our love word cutout stained. And now we're going to embellish our heart. And we're going to start by taking this ribbon. Now I purchased this ribbon. It's kind of like a burlap looking ribbon. And it has the gold trim. And we're going to glue it across our dividing line like that. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, perfect. Now we have what looks like this. Next, we're going to take... Oops, wait a minute. I got a little crooked here. Got a little crooked. Oh no, oh no, oh no. There we go. Alright, now we're good. Now we're good. Just a little crooked. A little crooked. That's all. Nothing. No big deal. Alright, so now we have that done. We're going to take some of this trim that I have and put it across here like this. And we'll glue this down as well on top of our ribbon. Alright, so now we're looking like this, which is so adorable. Next, we're going to take and put our love word right here. We're going to glue it right onto our board, our heart. All right, so now we have that glued on like that. And next we're gonna take, and I think I'm going to actually make a bow for over here. So we're just gonna make a fun little bow. And then once we have our bow made, we're going to glue it down right here. So let's do that. And I'm going to take and glue this down just a little bit to attach it. Just so it's flopping around. It'll secure it down. Perfect. All right. And then we are going to add some polka dots down here. And to do that, I'm just going to take a paintbrush, the end of my paintbrush, and put some paint down. And then we're just going to randomly put our dots down. There we go. I actually probably could put some more dots, but I think I'm going to leave it at that. Or should I put them off the edge? That might be kind of cute. Now we have this cute little wood heart. And then I just added a white satin ribbon hanger. And I think it turned out so cute. I love the neutral look of it too. What do you guys think? Now we're moving on to this DIY, and it's going to be so fun, I'm hoping. But we're going to start with a 14-inch wood round, and you'll also need either a stencil that says home or a raised wood cutout like I have here. You'll also need varying sizes of wooden hearts. So let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to start by paint staining our wood piece, our wood round. And for that, I'm going to be using some of this, it's called olive green. And I'm going to be staining our piece with this. So let's go ahead and do that now. And I just added some water and the paint. And we're just going to put it on there. And now we have it stained and it's dried. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take mine out and I'm going to distress it just a little bit along the edges. Just to kind of like blend the stain in with the wood. So let me go ahead and do that and then we'll continue on. All right, so now we have that sanded and you can see it just kind of blended it in a little bit. We're going to set it aside. And then what we're going to do is we're going to paint our wood hearts. And I'm going to be painting my wood hearts in 3 different shades of tan. And these are the 3 different shades. Let's see. Right there. So I'm going to do that because I'm going to have 3 separate heart sizes. So let's go ahead and get those painted and drying. And we're also going to paint our home word cutout. And I think what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to paint it in this brown. So we're going to set that aside and we'll paint that once we get our hearts done. So let's go ahead and get those painted now. All right, so now we're going to assemble our piece. And we're first going to start by placing our home sign down. And I'm going to put mine offset down here in the bottom. Then we're going to take our larger hearts and we're going to put them around like this. And we're going to come in with our medium-sized hearts. Then we're going to take and fill in with our smaller hearts. Just try and figure out where we want our smaller hearts to be. And I'm kind of using my smaller hearts on the outside of the... And then once we have them arranged the way we want them, we're now going to just glue them onto our wood round. All right, and now we have what looks like this. How cute is that? Nice and neutral. But now I'm going to take mine outside and I'm going to spray it with 2 or 3 coats of this Rust-Oleum clear gloss. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we have this beautiful piece that's been sprayed. And now I'm going to add just a simple hanger to mine. And I'm going to be using some of this rope detail. So let's go ahead and do that now. And I'm just going to keep it very simple. Okay, so now we have that stapled on there. And you can also cover that with some felt or something too. And then you have this cute little door hanger or wall hanger. I think that would be cute too. Just hanging on the wall in the middle of some pictures, personal pictures. I think it would be so cute. What do you guys think? All right, my craft friends, that wraps it up for this 4-part series. What did you think? Did you like the series? Did you like the projects? Let me know down in the comments. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and do so because we'd love to have you here at Sweet Bay Lane. Well, until next time, make sure and keep it crafty.